Coach. This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Set up. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Watch the pass.
Go, go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Team 6. Hard, hard.
55 to Mike.
You better be afraid of me. Get it.
2nd and 1. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Touchdown, LA! A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the double.
60 mark, 60 mark. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot, hot.
Now. Ready, ready.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Big stop, let's go.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Check 20. You got nothing today.
Go.
You got nothing. 43
Now.
From the gun, Lane. The Sanders has got it complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is a modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
5.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's complete to Sanders. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Check 3.
80 weapon. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson, he'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What you got? Huh?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yo, go! Get it!
Now back to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit. Yes.
Right there in the middle, 55. And watch the line.
Ready?
Looking to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7. Greg Zerline on for the field goal.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. Lane. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
At their own 40-yard line.
Got it.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
Go.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled
Hey,
and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Yep.
Hey, watch the slant.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, zoom.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
65.
Here's Sanders. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Set. 50. Plant. Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Lane. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. Hey,
Blue draw Corkers. Get it.
Looking to throw. Lane. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
60 Mike. And watch that.
Now.
60 Mike.
Bravo.
To throw again. Lane. It's caught by Sanders. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boyer with a pick. They were looking for Johnson that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be.
Trying to find Bruce, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Come on, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
5.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, it's Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, box drop, box drop.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Hey, wahoo!
55, Mike 55. I'm here.
Yo, go. Hustle.
Operating from the gun, Lane. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Watch the slant.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Down.
They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
It's now 3rd down and goal.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Be careful.
They'll look to throw, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The Lions take over.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive. Lane. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read.
Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
Let go.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 52.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know how you put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for them and then shot for them? Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
18 Gator.
Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Check it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Yes, yes.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Ready, ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
60 yards.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight.
Mike, 55.
Yeah.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Go.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some
Five.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Wide, get wide. Shift.
Protein spill. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run on 3rd down with Fall. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little
thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st down, Dickerson. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go again. No. Off.
61, matchbox lights.
Mike, 55. Check, 50.
Yep.
Mike. 1, 2, 3. Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
He'll drop to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Rams 31, Lions 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got it.
So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
Second down.
60, Mike, 60.
5.
I'm coming after you.
Hit it.
2nd and 14. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Ready.
60, Mike, 60, Mike. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Snap.
From the gun, Lane. And he's got his target. That's more. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
50, play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
60, Mike, 60, Mike, 60, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Lane. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
60 miles. Let's go. 60
From the gun, Lane. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
60 Mike. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Lane, complete. It's Johnson. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Lions.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
All day, punt. Strong right. They can't hang with us.
They go.
On first down, Lane. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Right here. Watch tight end. Hey. We got 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. As Sanders has it pumped free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Corey Littleton gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
3rd and long.
On the ready.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Mike's 43. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, Lane. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
He gets away from 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Go.
Is that yours?
Now.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey. Fire.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 7.
Let's go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Back.
They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And I think the ball's out.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Covered by the offense. Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
10-2 stop. Go.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it.
On the double.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Say go.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?